Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's well out there. Great Sunday morning, September 5th, you guys. As you can see, this year is moving by pretty fast. So for those that follow me, you may be asking, wow, Thomas has on a gold shirt this morning. Well, this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and bear with me. I'm hoping I can get through this, you guys. This morning's Facebook Live is in memory of a good friend of mine, Mr. Avery Tony Richardson, you guys. Tony Richardson. He's a dear friend of mine, one of my best friends, you guys. He was actually the best man of my wedding. He died suddenly on the 1st of September. So myself and those of us who knew him dearly were devastated. I mean, really trying to get through this, you guys. So where we grew up was Central Islip, Long Island, you guys. And our school colors were purple and gold. So on this Sunday morning, in commemoration, in memory of my good brother, for those of you that knew him, Tony Richardson, I felt it was appropriate for me to come out this morning and wear purple and gold, you guys. For all my CI family, stay strong out there, you guys. Stay strong. So actually, I want to share one of my last conversations I had with Tony. We spoke, not too long ago. And what we were talking about was our future. Tony had just taken another job because he wanted to be home with his wife, Denisha. So his job was kind of stressful. So he said, he kind of wanted to be home. And what we talked about was he was semi-retired. He had a lot of things lined up. He was proud of his children, you guys. I mean, that was Tony's life, you guys. His oldest son, Tony Jr., his baby girl, Ashley, man, is so proud of doing so well in the medical field. And his son, Amir, who actually plays football at Marshall, you guys. So that's kind of what we talked about. We talked about, he was set, in terms of financially, and he was working on some other things. And we just talked about when he retired and when he was going to retire and what he was going to do. So that was our conversation, right? So what I want to talk to you guys about is, are we putting off for tomorrow what we can do today? I'm going to say it again. In memory of my good friend, Tony Richardson, are we putting off for tomorrow what we actually can do today? Now, I'm guilty as charged, you guys, because there's some things that I know I should be doing and I'm supposed to do, but I haven't done. So I'm going to talk about 3 areas when it comes to putting a little bit more kind of intensity on those things that we know we should actually get done. So let's talk about family, right? So are there things in your family structure that you need to get in order, that that are currently not in order, but that it's up to you to make sure those things get in order? Excuse me. There may be financial situations. There may be the way things are structured in your family circle between your wife or significant other and your children that you just kind of been putting off, right? So today, I kind of want to talk about that sense of urgency, you guys, because sometimes we just say, I'll get to that tomorrow. I'll take care of that tomorrow, not really knowing whether or not tomorrow actually will be there. So the first area is family. The second area is business, you guys. Are there things that you want to do from a business standpoint that you have inside of your heart and your mind, but you just haven't stopped taking the time to go ahead and get it done? So if you already have a business, are you pushing yourself and creating a sense of urgency to make that business scalable, you guys? Okay, so when it comes to business, sometimes we do things that kind of just make it. And sometimes we don't even put ourselves out there to go ahead and put ourselves in a position where we create a sense of urgency. So I remember when I was in network marketing for business, we always did things in 90 days, right? We did things in 90-day spurts. There was always some sort of contest or some sort of program that lasted 90 days, right? So just think about on a business standpoint. Some of you out there may not actually kind of know or what to do, understand what to do when it comes to how to start a business. Well, I'm just going to talk about a few things right off the top. Is create your business name, right? So whatever you feel that you want to call it, that's in a line of what you do. Go ahead and go to GoDaddy, right, and just put in that name and see if that domain is available. Right, so go to GoDaddy, put in a domain for the .com and see if it's available. If it's available, then I would suggest you go ahead and purchase that business name. If it's not available, just kind of try something else and see what you like that is available. Why is that significant? That's significant because when you go to your state department or whatever state you live in, when you go ahead and you search to see if their business name is available, typically the business name is in a line with the domain name. So if the domain name is not available, typically the actual business name is not available, right? So go to GoDaddy, put in your business name, see that business name is available. Then you could go to your local state department's website and go to corporations and see if that corporation name is available, whether you want to do LLC or sole proprietor. Just punch that in and it'll let you know if somebody else has that name or not. And that's significant because then the other thing is you want to do is make sure you want to get an email. Google Suites have emails, and you want to get an email that's in line with your business name. You don't want to get a Gmail for business. So mine is Tailor Your Dreams, right? So mine is TYD@tailoryourdreams.com. So that's a little bit on the business side, right? So we got family, right? Are there things that you need to have in line that are not in line that we need to get in line? And then we have business. And the last thing is personal. So are there things out there, you guys, that you're not putting enough sense of urgency to get done personally? All right. So for me, I utilize, me as an example, and I'm working on a book based upon myself growing up without a father. I've been working on it for a while, but again, I need to put more sense of urgency to get those things out, ultimately, because that information is not necessarily for me. That information is for those like me who went through the same thing. So it's just something personally that you actually haven't done that you need to get done, but are kind of jostling back and forth as to what you should do. And I understand that we live a busy life, right? Everybody's moving. But there are things that that only you can do, you have to get done, that haven't been done, right? Because there's a lot of things that go on around us that distract our attention, right? And when you look at it, it's like, days are going by like hours, right? Like things are just moving so fast. And in the wake of this pandemic, right, that's always on the forefront. And what it does is it kind of puts the things that we know we have in our mind to do to the back, right? So on this Sunday morning, in memory of a good friend of mine, one of my best friends, Mr. Tony Richardson, right? In his memory, I ask you, are you putting off things for tomorrow that you actually can do today? So I want everybody to create a little bit of a sense of urgency, because tomorrow is just not promised to anyone. I've been having a difficult time with Tony's passing. Some days I'm not good at all. Some days I'm okay, because I was just devastated when I got the news. I kind of almost fell to my knees. I leaned up against the wall, and I was just a little bit disorientated because, he was just so full of life, right? Anybody from back home in that central ISIP area who knew Tony kind of feel the same way, man. He was just a gentle giant, you guys. And myself and my partner from back home, we committed and dedicated to making sure that his family really, really feels that closeness because he's not here, you guys. We all committed. We raised our hand that we're going to stand in the gap, for a soldier that's no longer with us. I was kind of undecided if I was going to actually, talk about this morning, because I was hoping I was able to get through this, guys, because I'm just devastated, just breaking me up. But I felt it was necessary just to share some things with you in terms of our last conversations, and just really slow down for a minute and just think about those things that you should do that would just constantly push to the side, I challenge you on this Sunday morning, starting today, not tomorrow, starting today, to go ahead and just look at those categories, right? Family, business, and your personal life. And I challenge you to put a sense of urgency in getting those things done, right? So you're going to see more Facebook Lives from me. You're going to see more posts from me. Why, you guys? Because I'm putting a sense of urgency on myself to help those that my Creator has assigned for me to help. If you want some assistance, I'm a personal life coach, a vision coach. You can reach out to me at TYD at Taylor Your Dreams, or you can follow me on Instagram at Thomas Taylor III, Taylor Your Dreams, and I'll give you a free consultation if you got some things that you want to talk about. But again, you guys, just kind of slow down for a moment, take some inventory, right? And put yourself together a plan to start to take care of those things so you can move past the procrastination phase of just putting it off for tomorrow. My name is Thomas Taylor III. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege, you guys. Go out there and not only make it a great day, but make it a great life until we speak again.